Good evening, and welcome to episode 2 of the second series of 15 Minutes with Sebastian. No time for chit-chat tonight, due to a longer than usual 3-minute musical heroes piece. So, onwards and upwards, as they say. This week on Sebastian Investigates, I shall be visiting the village of Brambledown, where a prehistoric dolmen dating back over 5,000 years was recently discovered hiding in the garden of an abandoned house. Plus, the final part of who is Mr. Sudbury, and as new evidence comes to light regarding the legal battle between Mr. Bob Robertson and the nefarious Sudbury Trading Group, I shall be asking you, the viewer, how much more evidence do you need? Remove your eye shields. See him for what he is, the prancing buffoon with nothing but darkness at his core. For the love of the gods, open your eyes. So join me, Sebastian Presley, for another episode of Sebastian Investigates, only on NC Television. Tonight, on Sebastian Presley's 3-minute musical heroes, I turn my musical spotlight on none other than English guitarist and songwriter Mr. Paul John Wilson. But first, and as always, listeners, let's remind ourselves of the music.
That I make a mess of everything I do. When it comes to you, I confess that I try my best, but that's not good enough. Not when it comes to love. There are times when the sun don't seem to shine, and the rain that falls ain't no friend of mine.
Much of Mr. Wilson's early days are shrouded in mystery, that is, until such time that he finishes writing his memoirs. But what we do know is that in the early 1980s, he appeared in several bands, including One Night Stand and the controversial Dartong. We also know that in 1985, he was approached by a young Mr. Guilfoyle in regards to forming a band together. And a short time later, the Pistol Party drew their first musical breaths. together, comprising of John Dunn on drums, Andrew Muse on bass guitar, vocalist Christopher Guilfoyle, and of course, Paul Wilson himself. Alas, and unfortunately, I was unable to obtain a copy of any of their original recordings. However, I discovered that some years ago, Mr. Wilson re-recorded many of the old band's material.
Just slip my mind. Some people say that I'm crazy, and that might be true. So why in the world do you do what you do? I don't know why you follow me, but I was lost within band can't be with a storm rising.
As with so many unsung legendary rock bands, the Bristol Party eventually self-destructed, and it would be another year before Messrs. Wilson and Guilfoyle would reconcile their differences. But when they did, the music that followed was wonderful.
I could make your wildest dreams come true. Just believe in me, like I believe in you. 'Cause if you wanna fly, I'll take you higher than high. And we make love as the clouds roll by. As the clouds roll by. Ooh, yeah.
According to the old man, in the following 12 months or so, Mr. Wilson presented over 200 songs that he'd written and recorded, and the required vocals. And despite his lack of equipment, Mr. Wilson found some inventive ways to explore new directions of sound, like with the song playing in the background. But in my opinion, it was the Lonely Hearts Club that defined Mr. Wilson's sound at that time.
You've been keeping a bad company.
Again, for me, it was the years after working with the old man that showed Mr. Wilson's true talents, with his stylized sound and lyrics that bare the soul more than ever before. And though he claims not to be a singer, I rather like his delivery and completely believe he means what he sings.
I love living in the fast lane. I love that everybody knows my name. I love love and desire. I love it when my heart's on fire, when my world is ablaze and the sky is falling.
Once again, the artists I feature on 3-minute musical heroes are ones that I feel deserve to be remembered. They may not have been as successful as their contemporaries, but in my opinion, their dedication to their art has no less importance. This is Sebastian Presley, and you've been listening to 3-minute musical heroes. So, there we have it. Time once again, and all that jazz. Until next time, this is Sebastian Presley, signing off.